as you got into tattoo and everything, blase, and it comes a time when you say, man, so who was like your first customer? You know, sorry, not even you got paid or anything. It's just like, who was you like your first person that, do you remember who you first kind of like?
Yeah, definitely.
Like, yeah.
I remember everything about the whole night.
Take us into it.
Okay. So, well, anyway, I moved down here. I started working a job. I started going to Creations Tattoo on Jordan Lane. A lady named Chrissy. She was doing my tattoos.
She's still around? Is Grace still around?
Yeah, she's still around. And so I was working a job, getting paid good back then, and I would go spend more than half my check just that. After working that whole week, I paid that Friday. Saturday, I'll be spending more than half my check on one tattoo that took her a few hours to do. And I'm like, you know what? I can do this. Took me really, I ain't gonna lie, it took me like a whole year to even order this stuff, to even believe in myself to do that stuff.
That's called investments, dog. Investment in believing in you.
And it paid off. And when the stuff came, my older brother, his name Chris, and my cousin Walter. So came in the mail. I brought it to my brother's apartment, opened it up. I'm watching a little YouTube video trying to figure out like how to even set it up.
Right.
And he like, man, hurry up and find out how to set it up
because this arm need to get tatted.
Yeah.
This arm need to get
and
tatted.
My cousin like, yeah, and I'm next. And I'm like, hold on, I gotta figure out how to do it.
Right.
I said, yeah, come on. So I drew it on with a pen. He still got the same tattoo to this day. I touched it up, and I mean, it still look.
Yeah,
I was surprised at my first one because it was actually kind of big and everything.
Man, and that was, like I said, leading into my next question. And I was just thinking like this: were you a natural, or you just had to work at it?
I definitely had to work at it. Cause I just used to like to draw, and it used to just.
You were just very artistic.
Yeah, I was creative, but I didn't have a drawing fundamentals or nothing like that, or knew the right
format
or something like that, the basics. So I just used like kind of sketch, graffiti type stuff, not really like.
So you was self-sufficient. So you was self-sufficient. You didn't have you didn't go to no school or anything like this to do this. It was just in you, not on you. So
and then a lot of big game right here, like we was talking about earlier.
Talk to them on this one.
You got to pay to play. What really helped me to elevate, I was tattooing, and it wasn't until I even see people now, and I shoot them this, but I don't think they understand what I'm saying. So I'm gonna say exactly what I'm saying right now. I still do this. Go to the artists that's way above me that I look up to and pay them whatever they want just so I can sit there and look at them tattoo and ask questions.
That's what I'm talking about, bro. Because see, bro, like we said earlier today, sometimes game you have to invest, you have to pay, bro. And no game that's worth having is free.
Yeah.
And if it's free, you really don't want it. Like I said, some game might be caught, and some and it might be caught, but you investing in that got you to the next level.
Yeah.
And
it was a shortcut.
You feel me? It was a shortcut, but actually the long way as well, because you actually invested it in you.
Yeah.
You didn't wait around for nobody. You weren't like, well, ain't nobody showing me this and that, and started hating.
Yeah.
You didn't let hate take over you. You said, you know what? Let me go ahead and invest in the hustler in you. That's why you're on this show.
For sure.
That's why you on this show, bro. Because that's nothing but pure hustle in you. And that's what our show was about. You feel me? So, and so, with that being said, after you learning all of that, how was the payback then when it was just a hobby for you? You know what I'm saying? Because you, like you said, you was doing your cousins and everything, but then came around somebody that looked at your cousins was like, man, I want one too. That somebody you don't even know.
Yeah.
So how was the pay, or was it pay? Or you just tatted people up just to get practice in?
So after I done my brothers and my cousin tattoo that night, of course they wanted more. So I think I probably kept tattooing them for a little bit longer. And then all the other cousins, they seen, Troy, go ahead, boo, hit me, tap me. So I moved the operation to to my aunt's laundry room.
Shout out to Auntie.
Yeah, shout out to Auntie. My aunt's laundry room, tatting up the whole north side, and I was charging cheap. I was really trying to learn.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I was just like, all right, shit, give me $20, $30, $50.
You know, a little change in your pocket just to practice,
Yeah,
bro.
set it up and figure this out. Next, figure it out. Oh, it didn't work on you. Oh, I bet somebody else finna pay me to try it out on them. But I was saying, all right, y'all giving me money to practice.
Bro, what better way to make something? You know, that's some entrepreneurial stuff. Like,
And honestly, I wouldn't even suggest that now with tattooing.
of course,
Yeah, but that was the way when I didn't.
That was that era.
Yeah,
that was that era.
Yeah,
you know
exactly,
what I'm saying?
yeah.
Now this is pre. I would say
Big
beginning
YouTube
stage.
and-
Beginning stages of the internet type stuff. Because
something like
now you couldn't pay nobody to do that now because it's just so much information out there. You know. But let me ask you this: what was your first equipment that you had got set up? I mean, of course, we got to go from a starter stage. So, what was your equipment like? Your first setup, you know?
Oh, actually, my first setup, it was so cheap that in the middle of my brother and them tattoo, I think I finished my brother's, but then on my cousin's, the machine broke on me. Or actually, the power supply. The power supply went out. So I'm like, okay, trying to figure it out all night, sweating and everything. And I'm like, all right, cuz, I don't know what's going on. And he like, all right, it's cool, you know.